Welcome back everyone to an essential melee tech guide. As per request, we'll be focusing on Dr. Mario today. And just as a reminder, these are some short essential techs for Super Smash Bros. Melee that you can practice just a few minutes before you might play on ranked or before you play friendlies or doubles with some friends, and it'll help you have better control over your character and get to where you want to be. I am playing on Melee's training mode, and we'll be heading over to the training lab for our first tech. We're picking Dr. Mario, going to Battlefield. And the first thing we want to do is just feel the difference between a full hop and a short hop. Short hops are very essential for this game, so we're going to want to just make sure that we can consistently hit that short hop timing. You know, once you feel like you can get it pretty well while short hopping in place, try running around, maybe walking around with it. Short hop a few times backwards. And just make sure that you can really short hop. The next important tech I want to talk about is dash dancing. This is perfect for getting openings in neutral and evading attacks in neutral, just via dashing back and forth. Dash dancing has multiple timings. We can dash dance really quickly, or we can dash dance at a slower interval. Dash dancing is an integral part of Melee's neutral game, because it allows you to mix up where you might be compared to where your opponent might be and get easy whiff punishes out of it. Moving on from the training lab, we'll be heading over to the L cancel training, picking Dr. Mario still. And what we want to do here is just get a good feel for L canceling. If you're not very good, that's alright. Let's just try doing it in place first. So we might start with his forward air and just hitting that L cancel timing. Then we might skip to his back air, his up air, his down air, and lastly his neutral air. And once you feel like you can hit that with a high success rate, you might want to move around to dashing, doing a short hop, and then doing an L cancel. You might want to throw in some fast falls. There's always regular falls in Melee, and if you press down the C stick as you're coming down, you'll do a fast fall, which makes you basically fall like a stone. So you might want to mess with that timing. And eventually, if you just keep practicing this, you'll feel like you have a high success rate with L canceling. You'll probably be able to extend your combos even further, and you'll have an overall better feel for how your character moves and what they can do during certain combos. Moving on from L canceling, we'll be moving on to the wave dash training. This one, I think it's always best to just start with what is a wave dash. Wave dash is where you jump into the air, and right before you leave the ground, you're going to want to air dodge right back into the ground. So it looks something like this, where you're using that air dodge momentum to come back at the ground and move a small or long distance. So to start wave dashing, I think it's best to just stand in place, jump up, and wave dash straight back down. Get a good feeling for the timing of wave dashing. Then maybe you might want to start wave dashing back and forth once you feel like you have a better feel for it. Then you might go to one side of the stage and try wave dashing across. Then you might go to the other side of the stage, try wave dashing back. And just wave dash around until you feel like you have a decent feel for it. Just spend a few minutes, maybe even only 1 minute, just doing this before you play, and you'll definitely get a lot better at wave dashing. Next, I want to move on to ledge dash training. Choose your character. So how this works is we're going to, in a game, we would grab the ledge, and sometimes you might want to roll on the stage, sometimes you might want to jump from ledge, but sometimes those options just feel too slow or too predictable. Maybe your opponent knows exactly how to cover all of those options. Another get off the ledge option that we have is a ledge dash, and that's where we are basically going to let go of the ledge and jump, and right as we get above the stage, we are going to air dodge directly onto the stage. So it might look like that. If you do the air dodge too early, you'll just fall through. And if you do it too late, it might look like you're trying to just air dodge directly into the air. Or you might get be stuck in a lot of lag from it. As we keep doing these ledge dashes, you'll notice the bar at the top. The gray, each box is a frame, and the gray boxes, that's how long you're on the ledge in which you are actionable to either get off via roll or letting go. In this case, we're letting go of the ledge. The green frames are the frames that we're falling from ledge. Then we have the yellow frames, which is our jump. And then we have the landing that we do. And then there's something at the very end called actionable intangibility. When you're on the ledge, you get a certain number of intangibility frames where you cannot be hurt. Basically, by ledge dashing fast enough and with great precision, we can take advantage of those intangibility frames that we get, and we can get onto the ledge with invincibility. Actionable intangibility is where we are on the ledge, we are still invincible for a few frames, and we can move. So in this case, with 3 frames, we might be able to do maybe a grab, or you can buffer a roll or do a jab. And basically, you're putting out a hitbox that no one can really punish due to you still being intangible. So ledge dashing is a great way to get back on stage while still keeping the positive intangibility from being in or from being stuck on the ledge. Lastly, we'll head back to the training lab and we'll focus on Doc-specific tech. All right, the first tech I want to look at for Doc is pill stalling on the ledge. So what we want to do is we want to go to one of the ledges, and we're going to let go of the ledge and jump above the stage. And right as we hit that jump, we're going to want to throw out Dr. Mario's neutral B pill. If you do it just right, as you come back down, you'll actually end the animation and be able to grab ledge again. And it's a great way to throw up a hurt box onto the stage that your opponent will then have to decide whether they want to contest, whether they still want to try to ledge trap / edge guard you, or if they want to just let you back onto stage. It's just another option that you have in any matchup, and it's a great utility to have when you're stuck on ledge's Doc. All right, next on Doc-specific tech, I want to take a look at his chain grab on spacies. Typically with Dr. Mario's chain grab, you want to start with up throw and eventually transition into down throw against the spacies. As a general rule of thumb, Doc's up throw will typically work until 60% on spacies where you can get the definitive regrab. And that's where you might want to either go for a forward air to finish off the combo, or maybe you might want to start transitioning into down throw chain grab. The most important point to note in the Doc chain grab is that you have to be able to do a jump cancel grab. A jump cancel grab is where you do a standing grab while running. So a standing grab will look like this. A running grab will look like this, where you kind of trips over one foot. To do a jump cancel grab, you're basically going to jump while you're doing that dash grab. It'll look something like this. You'll notice that he doesn't trip as he does here. Instead, he does the regular standing grab animation while running. Starting off with the Dr. Mario chain grab, all you have to do is stand in place and re-grab. What you can also do is you can grab, take a step forward, and then turn around and grab. Once they get to about 60%, you should transition over to a punish or a combo finisher, such in this case, a short hop fair to get them off stage. Or we can transition into down throw chain grab. So down throw chain grab is actually going to be very similar to the up throw chain grab, no DI. And that's where you're just going to do a simple regrab, and this will actually go up to roughly 200%, so you can get a guaranteed kill off of it as long as you don't mess it up. But we'll just keep doing down throw. You can also turn around to do DI mix-ups. You don't have to. And once they get around here to about 126%, 130%, you can finish it off with a down throw up smash with no DI. Now looking at DIing behind, this is a DI that's a little bit harder to actually follow up on, but it's still the same premise where we want to do up throws until about 60% into down throwing. And lastly, for the dock chain grab, we can take a look at if your opponent DIs outwards. For this kind of DI, you'll just want to dash forward and do a jump cancel grab to get the regrab. The same principle still stands where you want to try to get them to at least or around 60% with up throw and then switch to down throw. Alright, that was some essential and basic melee tech fundamentals, especially focused on dock. I hope this character guide was useful, and remember to just keep practicing this tech to get better at the game. Hope this helped.